This is called Intellect tree oil. I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce the scientific name, but it's an oil that's squeezed out of the seeds of this plant. It's used in Ayurveda, very popular to India and that area. I believe it's native to there. I'm not 100% sure, but this stuff is no joke. I've used ginkgo for many years, but I personally find that this Intellect tree seed oil is a lot better than ginkgo. Has less side effects. Ginkgo is a godsend for a lot of people, but it causes some side effects like restlessness, possibly even headaches, and can interfere with certain things for certain people when used for a long period of time. This stuff is amazing, though. You can feel the difference. Just kind of has like an invigorating, rejuvenating. You feel clean on the inside when you start using it all the time. Between 3 to 5 drops, believe it or not, is a dose. I just drop it in some drink and drink it down. It's an interesting color. After the first night that I took it, I started to notice a difference. Immediately, I remembered more dream recall. Remember the very first time that I used this. It's often marketed for lucid dreaming, so anyone interested in remembering their dreams, and that's one good way to tell that it's working. Especially if you're interested in keeping track of your dreams and remembering them. If you remember any kind of, just the slightest little bit of dreams in the morning, and it's hard for you, this stuff is something you might be interested in. But it's just a general. That's why they call it Intellect tree, right? So I think I paid like $7 for this. I got it on eBay. It came from India. It got here pretty quick. Had no idea where it was coming from or whatever, but I can vouch for this brand. Devi Herbs or something like that. Although I do believe in like domestic shopping to support our country. I may one day invest in some wholesale of this particular product and sell it in my own shop. It's amazing stuff, and I definitely recommend it to anyone. So yeah, dreams, memory, focus, clarity, the mind. There's more that I want to say, but with the attack on unrestricted communication that's going on, I'll just say that there's some people out there dealing with brain fog and cognitive issues, and I want to encourage you to turn to God's pharmacy, do some thorough research, and find you something, because there's an herb out there for everyone. And these plants are godsends. And see herbalism.blog, and on there are some warnings and some, I'd quote verses and talk about some important rules in the Bible that's meant to protect you when it comes to researching these plants, because it's very common for there to be false doctrine tied to plants. There's a lot of cults and occult groups that like to take people's interest in plants and then use this false doctrine that they tie to the plants that they use to lure people in. So they basically take the fact that you are interested in herbal medicine and then use that to lure you into this cult, and then you're trained and tricked into idolic, ways of thinking, etc., etc. So the use of plants as medicine isn't forbidden in the Bible per se, but there are some rules, and those rules are scattered throughout the Bible, and I talk about them on herbalism.blog. So thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.